Hi, my name is Karin Hall. I'm a psychotherapist and a movement and mindfulness instructor. I have decided to start a YouTube channel with some resistance, both because there's so much out there of information, and videos and podcasts, but also because getting visible in this way has always been a challenge for me. But in these times, I think it's important for many of us to come out and have a voice. It's about a week ago that George Floyd in the States was put to death by a policeman. And it's so appalling, and it's so not hard to understand because there's been so many who has suffered the same fate. But it's different now. It's different in these corona times when so much is falling apart. And first I want to say something that I will put out some videos that I put on Facebook some 2-3 weeks ago. That will be the start of this YouTube channel, which is a reading from the book When Things Fall Apart by Pema Chodron. But before I put that out, I want to say some more about this time where I think we all need to connect to our hearts and our vulnerability and our courage. And there is a pain and a shame in me about being white. And not in itself being white, but maybe not knowing the privilege and being more aware of the privilege that I have as a white person. But I would also like to say that I can recognize something about being not to that extent as a Black American Black person at all, but to be in the feeling of not having the same value as others. I experienced it when I was traveling around in Central America when I was in my 20s, and people were calling me gringo. And they say, gringo, go home. And gringo was a word for Americans who was exploiting the land down there for their own use. And I can understand why they wanted us to go home and not just be there as tourists. But I could feel it in my body, not being wanted. I'd like to take some more examples. When I was young, I studied when I was between 6 and 12 years old, and I was bullied at school. So in that sense, I felt less than others who didn't have that problem. And that also was festered into my body of keeping a low tone and not really exposing myself that much. The third and last example is being brought up in a family where there could be a lot of harshness and criticism and strong opinions. And I learned also to be that way in a way. At the same time, as I got very scared of feeling so put down. So I learned to have my integrity deep inside. I said to myself that a lot of things can happen to me, but my soul is precious and no one can harm or hurt my soul. That's how I survived. At the same time, on an ego level, which we all need, I haven't been so out there. And now I will. So if you have any comments or any reflections about the things that I'm saying here today or in my next videos, which are going to be some 3 weeks old to start with, and then I'm just going to continue talking about issues or from a book or whatever feels right for me. I hope you join me, and if you don't, just keep on doing what's right for you. And I'm wishing you a good day. Bye for now.